Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, and welcome to my final predictions video of the week. We've been posting a lot these last 3 days. Keep iterating that here on the channel, but we've just got a lot to get into. This is the last predictions video. 2 Dynasty videos, and then of course franchise video will be coming out today as well later on tonight. But first, of course, if you guys are new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, at this time, there will have been an NFL game played, and that game will have been the Chiefs and the Ravens. Have not watched that game yet, and don't have anything to talk about that, so we will talk about that on Monday or on Tuesday's NFL reaction videos as well. With that being said, we got some SEC games to predict. Let's go ahead, hop right in, and predict them all. Alright, starting off, we got Texas at Michigan. I've already picked this game. Going with Texans here on the road at Michigan. This game is going to be fun. It's going to be a high shootout game if you're asking me. And I think Texas's defense will eventually prevail against a struggling Michigan offense who lost a lot of their guys as well. Moving on to the next one, Arkansas, Oklahoma State. I've already predicted this one as well. Oklahoma State's going to get that job done against Arkansas. McNeese at Texas A&M. Texas A&M will bounce back against Notre Dame as they will get the win at home as well. Tennessee Tech, Georgia. Come on, guys. I mean, what kind of games are we scheduling here? Georgia literally blew out Clemson this past weekend, and they're going to get the win here at home as well. So to recap the other games, Michigan, Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, Georgia are all getting wins as we move to the 2:30 game and what's going to be a sneaky one, Cal at Auburn. Last year, obviously, Auburn having to play them went down to the fourth quarter, and they prevailed in the end, 14-10, a very, very boring game. If you're asking me, it was a late night start, but this time it is in Jordan-Hare Stadium where the Cal fans and the Cal players are going to feel that South Alabama heat. I've got the Auburn Tigers. Cam Coleman looks great. Malcolm Simmons looks freaking fantastic. Bryce Cain's getting in a little in on the action as well. I've got the Tigers here in this one as they improve to 2-0. The line's 12.5 on this one. I do like to take the over on that one as well if I was a betting man. And we're going to put up a lot of points. And I think that Auburn is going to win this game at home, if you're asking me. Another really good matchup on this day, or Saturday as well, is South Carolina at Kentucky. First SEC game in the 2024 campaign. Don't know why they're playing it in week 2, but it is what it is. Both of these teams' coaches need to get this win. Mark Stoops for Kentucky needs to get this win as well. And Shane Beamer for South Carolina needs to get this win because he is 0-3 against Kentucky. And 3 tries as well. And they have Georgia coming up next week, so they cannot be panicking if you're South Carolina. However, I've got to go with South Carolina here. I think they are the better team. I think they'll prevail. Took them a little bit to wake up against Old Dominion this past week, but I do believe that South Carolina is going to get the win here on the road in Kentucky. If Kentucky wins this game, then I won't be shocked at all as well. Middle Tennessee at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to do the same thing that they did last week. Come on, SEC. What type of games are we scheduling here? Especially the games like this as well. Ole Miss superiorly going to get this one done as well. Moving on to the next one is USF at Alabama. This will be an interesting matchup. Last year, Alabama went to USF, not certain who their starting quarterback was going to be, where they flip-flopped Jason Milroe and Simpson as well. This year, on the other hand, they are more confident in their starting quarterback in Jalen Milroe. And this weekend will be the naming of Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium as well. Alabama should get this win at home as they have looked more confident than ever. Expect Ryan Williams to go off. The defense, you got Jalen Mbakwe as well on that defensive side of the ball. You still got really good receivers other than Ryan Williams on the offensive side of the ball. You got Jalen Milroe again who can make plays. And, of course, Alabama will get the win and start out 2-0 on the year. Moving on is Buffalo at Missouri. Come on. Missouri literally put up like 51 points last week, and who's to say they're not going to do it again as Missouri will get the win here at home, the number 9 team in the country. Samford at Florida. Florida will, in fact, bounce back against Samford in what will be one of their only home wins and one of their only wins of the year. I think they are, especially if it keeps trending like the way it is. However, though, you never know with Florida State. If they could beat Florida State, you never know because they're 0-2 right now. But this is the only times that I really have Florida winning a matchup, and it's at Samford at home. So good on them as they're taking on Samford on the Swamp at 6 o'clock. It would be so funny if Florida lost because they would fire Billy Napier, I'm sure, like right that instant as well. Moving on, you got the game of the week here. Tennessee at NC State in a top 25 matchup in Charlotte. This is going to be a really fun game to watch. We will get to see Nico Imaliava take on a really good, tough opponent in NC State. NC State also trying to bounce back after an almost loss to Western Carolina this past year. And I think NC State is going to take the L here as Tennessee and Nico should get the job done. Nico's time is now, man. I'm telling y'all better watch out for Tennessee. They beat this team. They're going to be undefeated going into Alabama. You guys can book that one. Take it to the bank as well. Nichols at LSU. LSU will bounce back and get that win and start the year off 1-0 or 1-1 as well. It is at home for LSU, night game, and they should be able to get the job done at home. Alcorn State at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, man, coming off of a great win against Virginia Tech in what was a really, really good game. And overtime, I expect them to flat out just blow out Arkansas State Alcorn State, excuse me. If you're asking me, it's going to be a really fun one if you're a Vanderbilt fan. And they will get the job done at home as well. Moving on to the next one, Houston at Oklahoma. Could be a very sneaky game, although Houston did fall 0-1 as I expected them to win that game. And they did not win that game, safe to say that one. Oklahoma, Jackson Arnold did not look very good last week either. With that said, I think he should have no problem dicing up this Houston Cougars defense as well. And last but certainly not least, you got Mississippi State at Arizona State. And what's going to be the final game of the day on ESPN at 9 o'clock? Going to be a fun matchup. If you're asking me, I got to go with Arizona State, though. I don't have faith in Mississippi State. And, they got an easy win this past week, but I am not expecting that to get them to get a win on the road, especially with that time change. And as Arizona State is going to get the win to start out the year 2-0. Anyway, of course, that is where I'm going to cut it for today's second video of the day. Once again, if you have not already, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, I'm going to hop off, get this edited, so you guys can watch it on time. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.